So, hello. How you doing? How you feeling this morning? It is our beloved, and I have a message for somebody. And I gotta get it out because I can't sleep. Matter of fact, I've been having trouble sleeping. And it hits me at the weirdest times. And it's probably most of the time when some people be getting up to go to work. I do a different kind of work, so my sleep time is different from others. But I feel like this much, and maybe you hear my rain, so let me cut my rain down over here. Because my rain is what I was trying to use to help put me to sleep, but it's not working. I keep hearing and seeing things as I'm trying to doze off, and my brain won't shut down, so it makes me feel like there is something that I need to get out. So I'm gonna spit some of this out that I've been given, and if it applies to you, drop something in the comments to let me know it resonated with you. If it don't apply, let it fly. And maybe it might not resonate with you right now at this very moment. So for somebody, maybe this will hit you or come to you, or you will stumble across this message when it's raining. But I'm going to tell you something that kept going off in my head. Scared money don't make no money, you scared. Scared money don't make no money, you scared. And it's just that little part that just kept playing over and over again. I'm like, okay, Spirit, what's going on? What is this about? And then before that, I had a channel message concerning fear, priorities, money, finances, career, and basically kind of like love that I scheduled for a post on Facebook. But after I got that out, I said, okay, maybe I can go to sleep. But no, that's when scared money don't make no money. So I feel as though there are some people that have so much fear within them that it is blocking their money flow, is blocking their love life. It may be even blocking their spiritual connection based on maybe what they was taught, maybe what somebody else said, but they hear and see and feel certain things they can't explain to certain people, so they don't try to explain it at all. Matter of fact, they just act like they don't hear it, see it, or feel it. And when you act like you don't hear, see it, or feel it, it eventually will keep coming at you until you do something about it. Like these channel messages that just keep coming to me this morning. And till I pick up this thing and hit record, it's going to keep bothering me. So again, that's a channel message for somebody. Something is constantly bothering you. You may be losing sleep. You may be losing money. The money might be coming in, but it's going out just as quick as it coming in because there is something that you are suppressing, ignoring, denying, not moving on, or just plain afraid of. Somewhere along the way, some of us have been told some things like not to follow our hearts. And maybe even some of us don't even know when our heart is talking. Um, but your heart is calling for you. It is calling for something. And you got to answer the call. You got to answer the call. You got to answer the call. Just like I had to get up and answer this call. And matter of fact, I didn't even have to get up. The Spirit just said, hit record. I said, you sure you don't want me to get up and get to the table? Because I kept thinking and feeling, do I need to get up, put my house coat on and get to the table and do something? And I asked for a side signal, nothing. I said, okay, is it meant for me to just lay here and wrestle till I can go to sleep? I got nothing. I may have asked, do you want me to just lay here and give the message? And I burped. I said, okay, all right, let's go. So I know this is for somebody, and this energy has been on me for days. I have not been able to sleep. And I could be tired, but when I lay down in this bed, my brain is just whoa, 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 whoa. Do this, do that, say this. And I'm just like, but when we was up and working, I be up and working sometimes, and I feel as though, so, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I be up and working, y'all, and I get so caught up in my work that I don't go to sleep, or I don't go to sleep when I should. But usually, when I just put the work down, take a minute, and then go lay down, I be sleepy enough to doze off. But for the last week or so, I have been having trouble sleeping. And it gets me around the hours between 5 and 7. And I cannot sleep. 5 in the morning to 7 in the morning, I can't sleep because sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I go to bed at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? But if I try to lay down and try to just go to shut my brain down, for the last week or so, between 5 and 7, it's like, so I don't know how 5 and 7 relates to anybody. We can even say 4 and 7. I don't know how it relates to anybody, but yeah. I hear 12, which is the number 3, which is about expansion and growth. I hear so much. And all right, confirmation. This is, and that's what I was just getting ready to speak on. This is about your expansion. This is about your growth. This is about you actually stepping into that thing your heart truly desires. And I have a new spread that I'm going to do about helping people remove the blockages. First of all, helping people to become aware of the blockages. It's called the Harriet Tubman Special. Look out for it. But I have it that I'm going to present later on today. But this is about your expansion and growth. And you want it bad. Your heart is beating for it. But scared money don't make no money. You scared money. And mind you, I'm not big on money. I don't prioritize money. And I'm going to say this too. For somebody, you are chasing the money and you have neglected the law of attraction. We don't chase, baby, we attract. And maybe you need to learn the difference so you can learn how to switch your energy. And when you begin to switch your energy, you'll be surprised of how easier things can get. Or should I say, you won't have to put such a hard effort because it will be coming to you. It'll be meeting you halfway. And you will see the difference. But you have to educate yourself. Without any knowledge of self, there is no knowledge of what true wealth is. I feel a burp coming out. See, thank you for confirmation. Excuse me. But listen, Linda. Listen, Leon. Listen, y'all. All of us can kind of pick and choose what you need out of this. Eat the meat and spit out the bone, as I tell my nieces and nephews. Eat the meat and spit out the bone. But I know this is for somebody because my spirit won't let me rest. So it's like from this point forward, if this energy continues to come at me like this, I'm just going to have to make it do what it do. And I'm going to have to pick up the phone, press record, or I'm going to have to get up out my bed and go hit live. Whichever one works. But let the fear go. The fear that is all consuming is illusions or lies that you have told yourself based on what either you learned or those before you taught you and they did, or your priorities are just misaligned. Your priorities are misaligned, meaning you are prioritizing money and really love is in your face. but you feel safer chasing a dollar, so you suppress how you really feeling. And that's creating a problem to you because both are connected to your sacral chakra. And right now, your sacral chakra is screaming at you for your time and attention to pay attention to what is really being shown, what is really being said, what is really trying to come to the surface. Because this thing is bubbling so deep down in you, but you keep pushing it down. And you just keep going and doing, well, I got to do this because of this, and I got to do that because of this. You ain't got to do nothing but what you tell yourself. Detach from the ways of this world so that you can pay more attention to when your spirit is talking to you. If your spirit is tired, lay your tail down and take a nap. If your spirit is tired, there is something that you are overly doing. If your spirit is tired, there is something that is calling to you. And you have to learn to listen to your spirit and know when your spirit is talking. So that's another thing. Learning to decipher the voices and knowing the difference. And right now, baby, listen. Spirit is talking, and I hope you are listening because it's keeping you and me up at night, up in the wee mornings. You know, at some point I feel as though my schedule may change, but for now I take advantage of the time that I am up and I do the work that is being put in front of me. There is a release. There is a release that needs to take place. You are bagged up and you've been holding on to so much, but it is time for you to release it and let it out. It's almost like somebody told you you can't. What is this about men, divine masculines? I ain't gonna just say men, divine masculines, and maybe some females that carry this divine masculine energy that prioritize or put money so high on your priority list. It's being stuck in the ways of the world. But I heard something else. I feel like I heard something else when I got ready to say that statement. But I'm going to go with what came out first. Your priority. And listen, money is a tool. But when you prioritize money so much to where you got to look up to it, that's when it becomes low vibrational for you. Because it's prioritized too high. People are neglecting their family. They are neglecting certain parts of themselves, including themselves, chasing a dollar. And that's unnatural. But you don't know it because of the ways of this world. So you feel like, I honestly, it's become a pet. I'm not going to use the word hate. But it is definitely a pet peeve to hear people say, what they say? I can sleep when I die. All right, Negro. When you mess around and leave this world before you're supposed to because you believe in such ignorance. And I'm going to say that because maybe you really truly don't know any better. But when you sleep, your body can heal. When you sleep, spirit talks. When you sleep, your dreamland is important. Your dreams are important. So if there's somebody that's actually either afraid or ignoring their dreams, this message is also for you. Y'all leave some comments. Tell me which parts of this may resonate with you. Let me know where you are. And the more that I can be of service to you, we can work better for each other. You know, you leave a comment, you like the post, you are exchanging energy with me to be able to do what I do best, and that's help people. That's be able to help people find that freedom that they so deserve and their heart yearns for. And I know a lot of people want this freedom, but they don't know how to obtain it because they're too programmed with what they supposed to be doing rather than what their hearts and spirit is really calling them to do. That part. God. Is that it? Because I would like to take a nap before I get up. Whew. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for this time and space. Thank you, Spirit, for your saving grace. Thank you, God, for these ears to hear, these eyes to see, and this mouth to speak. Thank you, Spirit, for blessing and trusting me. Is that it? We're going to try this sleep thing again, y'all, so I can catch a nap. And if it don't happen, I'm just going to get up and forget about it until later on or something. But for now, I feel as though I'm going down. By the grace of God, I am. But I pray you got that. And for those that don't know, life is a gift. Life happens for you and not to you. And you have just been touched by the gift experience God intended for this experience. Receive it, believe it, and move in it. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in a minute. Peace.